Hello guys and welcome back to Stress Ninja TV where we serve you the hottest and most controversial gist. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you. Let's dive right in. In Hollywood, where glamour meets emotion and screens often hide real feelings, one moment recently broke through the noise and shook fans to their core. Sonia Uche, one of the most admired actresses of her generation, delivered an emotional message to Maurice that no one saw coming. What started as a casual appreciation speech at the wrap-up of their latest movie shoot quickly became a heart-tugging confession that left fans all over Nigeria and beyond wiping tears from their eyes. It was genuine, it was unexpected, and it was powerful enough to spark conversations that refused to die down. The event took place during a private end-of-production gathering. The room was filled with laughter, music, and that familiar mix of joy and exhaustion that comes with completing a film. Cameras were rolling as the cast and crew took turns expressing gratitude. But when Sonia stepped up, the entire atmosphere changed. She looked radiant but emotional, as if she had been holding something in for too long. Standing just a few feet away from Maurice, she took a deep breath and began to speak from the heart. "Maurice," she said, her voice soft but trembling, "I don't think you understand how much you've impacted my journey." The room went silent instantly. Even those laughing moments earlier froze. Maurice looked stunned, almost as if he hadn't expected her to single him out like that. Sonia continued, her words cutting straight through the air. "From our first project together to now, you've been more than just a co-star. You've been my biggest support system, my cheerleader, my safe space on set. You make acting easier, you make it real, and you make it worth it." Her tone cracked slightly, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. She smiled faintly and added, "I'm not someone who gets emotional easily, but today, I just want to say thank you. You're a blessing I didn't know I needed." The crowd erupted in applause. Phones were out, cameras recording every second, and even the director was seen dabbing his eyes. Maurice stood frozen for a moment, clearly overwhelmed, before walking over and hugging her tightly. That hug sealed the moment. The audience cheered, and someone from the crew shouted, "This isn't acting anymore." The clip, once it hit social media, became the kind of viral storm Nollywood hadn't seen in months. Within hours, hashtags like #SoniaMaurice, #The Message That Broke Hearts, and #MauriceMiceNeverLie started trending. The video made its way across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, gathering millions of views. Fans replayed Sonia's words again and again, claiming they could feel the emotion behind every syllable. One user wrote, "You can tell she wasn't reading from a script. That was straight from her heart." Another commented, "If this is just friendship, then I need a friend like Maurice. The love in her eyes said it all." YouTubers quickly jumped on it too, breaking down every second of the video. Reaction channels slowed down the footage, highlighting Sonia's trembling hands, her pauses, the way she looked directly into Maurice's eyes before speaking. "That's not acting," one popular vlogger said in her breakdown. "That's real emotion. You can't fake a voice shaking like that." Another creator added, "I've watched them in movies, and yes, their chemistry is great, but this moment. This was raw and unscripted. You can literally feel her heart speaking." As expected, the internet split into camps. One side believed it was simply professional appreciation, a moment of pure gratitude between two actors who deeply respect each other. The other side, however, was convinced something deeper was brewing beneath the surface. "Nobody talks like that to just a colleague," one Twitter user posted. "That's a love message disguised as a thank you speech." Another replied, her voice cracked when she said, "You're a blessing I didn't know I needed." That's not random. That's love trying to stay hidden. Maurice, known for his charm and calm demeanor, didn't immediately react publicly. But that silence only made things worse. Fans wanted answers. They flooded his comment sections, asking, "What did you do to Sonia?" and "Why did she sound like she was confessing her heart?" Some even wrote playful comments like, "Maurice, blink twice if you're in love too." A few days later, Maurice posted a short video of himself sitting quietly, reflecting, with soft instrumental music playing in the background. The caption read, "Gratitude makes the journey worthwhile." That was all. No names, no details, just that cryptic message. Within minutes, the internet lost it again. "He's talking about Sonia," a fan screamed in the comments. "This man is in love but trying to be subtle," another added. "You can't tell me otherwise." Meanwhile, Sonia Uche shared a serene picture of herself a day later, smiling at the beach with the caption, "Peace feels better when it's shared with the right people." Fans immediately linked it to Maurice's post. "You people should just marry," one said. "This love story is writing itself." Others wrote, "I cried watching her speech and now I'm crying again reading this caption." What made Sonia's message even more powerful was the timing. Industry insiders revealed that the shoot had been particularly stressful, long nights, intense emotional scenes, and unexpected production setbacks. Through it all, Maurice reportedly remained her constant source of support, often checking on her and cheering her up when exhaustion set in. "They bonded in a way no one expected," a crew member allegedly said. "They became inseparable on set, and their connection was genuine." This revelation only fueled more theories. Bloggers began writing headlines like "Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche, from co-stars to soulmates," and "Sonia's emotional message hints at hidden feelings." Entertainment pages posted slow-motion edits of their hug from the video with background music and captions like, "Sometimes words aren't enough, so hearts speak instead." Fans couldn't stop watching. Across social media, reactions poured in. One Instagram user wrote, "I don't care what anyone says, that speech came from a woman who's in love." Another commented, "It's the way she looked at him for me." You can see gratitude, but you can also see something deeper. Someone else added, "Maurice's face said everything, you could see he was holding back tears." Even Nollywood colleagues joined the conversation. One popular actress commented under the viral video, "These two are special. Their bond is rare in this industry." A film producer tweeted, "If you've worked with Sonia and Maurice, you know their energy together is different. This doesn't surprise me at all." But not everyone was emotional. Some critics accused Sonia of being too expressive and said she knew the speech would go viral. "This might be good PR," one online critic wrote. "She knows the fans love their chemistry, so she played into it." Yet, most fans disagreed. "There's no PR in tears," one user clapped back. "You can't fake that kind of vulnerability. She meant every word." Days turned into weeks, and still, the moment dominated headlines. New interviews were dug up where Sonia had previously spoken highly of Maurice. "He's one of those people who makes work feel like family," she had said months before. Fans used that clip as proof that the emotional bond had always been there. TikTok creators compiled timelines of their friendship, pointing out subtle glances, private jokes, and moments of tenderness in older footage. One viral TikTok, captioned, "Sonia's message makes sense now," racked up millions of views. It showed clips from their earliest projects, slow transitions into more recent ones, and ended with her emotional message, paired with romantic music. The comment section was flooded. "I'm crying again, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face," one person wrote. "Their story feels too real." Another added, "This is not acting, this is destiny unfolding on camera." The emotional effect spread far beyond Nollywood fans. Even those who didn't follow the pair closely found themselves touched. "I don't even know who these two are," one user tweeted, "but that message made me cry. You can feel the purity." Another replied, "It's rare to see such honesty in this industry. Sonia Uche, you've made us believe in real connection again." Maurice finally broke his silence weeks later during an event interview. When asked about Sonia's speech, he smiled warmly and said, "She's one of the most genuine people I've ever worked with. What she said that day really touched me. It's not every day someone appreciates you like that, and I'll always be grateful for it." The interviewer pressed further, asking if their relationship had grown beyond friendship. Maurice chuckled and replied, "I think some things are better left unsaid. But the truth is, what we share is real." That short statement sent fans spiraling again. "What we share is real," one user tweeted. "He said it. He confirmed it." Others screamed, "They're soulmates, I knew it." The clip spread like wildfire, and just like that, the emotional saga of Sonia's message gained a new life. Even weeks later, the impact of that moment hasn't faded. Fan pages continue to replay it, edits still go viral, and every picture of Sonia and Maurice together reignites the flames. Some fans even claim their connection had inspired them personally. After watching her speech, I called my best friend and told them how much they mean to me, one fan wrote. Sonia reminded me how important it is to say it before it's too late. Another wrote, this wasn't just a message to Maurice, it was a message to all of us, to appreciate the people who stand by us. The beauty of that emotional exchange lies in its simplicity. It wasn't a grand confession or dramatic gesture. It was a moment of truth spoken from one soul to another. And maybe that's why it hit so hard, because it felt real, relatable, and brave. Sonia Uche showed vulnerability in a way that resonated deeply with people everywhere. Now, anytime fans see the two together, that speech replays in their minds. The internet still whispers about them, about the look in Maurice's eyes that night, the crack in Sonia's voice, the embrace that followed, and the silence that said what words couldn't. Whether it was love, gratitude, or something in between, one thing is certain, it was real, and it was unforgettable. Before you dip, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now on Stress Ninja TV, your #1 stop for hot Nollywood gist, emotional moments, and the real stories behind the screens. Because here on Stress Ninja TV, we don't just talk about the stars, we bring you the emotions, the drama, and the truth that everyone else is too afraid to say. Stay tuned, stay connected, and stay ready, because this story of Sonia Uche and Maurice is far from over. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.